Hey guys, it's Got Bars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 273rd episode of my series where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what it places in the grand scheme of hip-hop. So if there's any group from the South that's been deserving of a second appearance on the channel, it would definitely have to be Dungeon Family's own Goodie Mob, who I last reviewed way back in my first set of 90s LPs, with their absolutely stellar debut album that's always been a personal favorite of mine, 1995 Soul Food. If you've been around since the earlier days of this page and caught that older upload of mine, you may recall how glowing and positive my review was, and that's because it's just one of those projects where I can pretty much endlessly go on and on about all its positive attributes. But like many projects that have been featured in this group of reviews, the magnum opus ends up being remembered a lot more than the work that followed it, and that's definitely the case with Goodie Mob. Of course, resident member CeeLo Green would end up departing in the 2000s temporarily, and through his hit songs as a solo artist, as well as the successful work he did with producer Danger Mouse as Gnarls Barkley, CeeLo would end up so famous that he actually surpassed Goodie Mob's outreach as a group. To the point I honestly doubt the average person even knows CeeLo got his start as a rapper in a group. The output from these guys definitely took a bit of a dip in quality around their third album, with both 1999's World Party and 2004's One Monkey Don't Stop No Show receiving less than ideal reception from critics and fans alike. However, their sophomore LP, 1998 Still Standing, does a fantastic job of carrying the torch over from Soul Food and maintaining the high standard that Masterpiece set, while still showing growth and experimenting with new ideas. I've always loved the vocal contrast between the various members, plus they also employ different flows and deliveries that not only make CeeLo, Big Gip, Cujo, and Timo extremely identifiable, but their diversity keeps the pace of this LP moving and makes sure it doesn't sonically grow stale, repetitive, or stagnant. They even expand their horizons past that of their groundbreaking debut by taking notes from some of their southern hip-hop contemporaries, like 3-6 Mafia, which is a clear influence you can hear at certain moments throughout the LP, like CeeLo on the track that features fellow Dungeon Family affiliate Cool Breeze, where at the back end of the song, we get to hear him rapping one of the fastest and most technical verses I've ever heard him spit. And you also have to remember that even if you put the members' attention-grabbing voices and styles aside, these are lyricists of the highest caliber, who not only take the time to put poignant socio-political commentary into virtually every bar, but they also make sure that they are delivered through pretty technical flow patterns, which can be so dense, I feel like it could take a new listener numerous listens before getting acquainted with that style. Obviously, the biggest single off of Still Standing here was the Outkast featuring hit Black Ice or Sky High, which is the first song I want to share some bars from, but I'm gonna do something highly unorthodox for this channel, because I actually want to share a verse from an artist who isn't a member of the group I'm reviewing, and he comes in the form of Andre 3000. Hopefully nobody will mind too much because this is such a legendary verse that I really wouldn't get the opportunity to talk about it any other time, and I'll prove just how top tier these lines from 3 Stacks are, starting with friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your eardrums, it was a beautiful day off in the neighborhood, yellows and greens and blues and browns and grays and hues that ooze beneath dilapidated woods. Ain't a thing could explain what pertains to cocaine, it's a stain that rain. See summer roll around, people haul about change, then they steady move them peas like Bob James. 'Cause old man winter's arrived, the temperature dives, November just died, December's alive. Thus, it ain't no typical ride, just individuals' way to bring home the bacon when bacon was all gone. Making it our own, taking me all wrong. We've all indulged in the bulge of these no-nos. No, you ain't solo, it's even lower levels you can go. Take sun people, put 'em in the land of snow. But of course, it really wouldn't be right to review a Goodie Mob album and not share any lines from a member of Goodie Mob. So I want to go to CeeLo Green's uplifting and affirming verse on Beautiful Skin, where he and the whole crew prove once again just how unique and ahead of the curve they were at this time. Because when you really break it down, the good majority of the hip-hop coming out of the Dirty South movement throughout the 90s wasn't especially respectful of women. CeeLo helps break that norm here by giving us tons of insightful lines, starting with, "I'm quite single, and occasionally I mingle, but aside from all the rest, she sparks my interest. No ma'am, I don't know you, just offering the common respect I feel I owe you. Also, some conversation, companionship, common ground, and common sense. There's no such thing as coincidence in me finding you here. And I really hate screaming in your ear, so some other time, okay? I waited a day. Phone rings. Hello? This is Carlito from a couple of nights ago. You sound tired. Forgive me if I've called you too late, but what better time to relate mind state? Where could I begin? Hasn't anyone ever told you you got beautiful skin? You are more than welcome. What do you desire within? I just want to be. There's no need to put titles on you and me. Those are limitations. Living and learning are our only obligations. Equality, honesty, independence, intelligence, emotion, and devotion. Humbly seeking to hear God when He's speaking. At one time, my mind just couldn't conceive a woman had to dress a certain way to believe." I have to cut it up there because, to be honest, it gets a little bit dicey after that point. But either way, when it comes to the guest appearances on Still Standing, I already named a couple like Cool Breeze or Outcast, but we also get features from some other Dungeon Family associates like Lil Will, Chieftain, Witch Doctor, and Backbone. The infectious production on here is handled by Organized Noise, David Wild, Craig Love, Mr. DJ, BJ Muggs, as well as CeeLo Green and Timo themselves. When it comes down to my overall 3 favorite songs on this thing, I probably would have to go with Black Ice, Sky High, Beautiful Skin, and Distant Wilderness. Then for the honorable mentions, I want to give a shout out to tracks like They Don't Dance No Mo, The Experience, Fly Away, The Dam, Gutta Butta, Ghettoology, Green Green, I Refuse Limitation, and See You When I See You. Thank you for watching my 273rd video. Next time we're coming back over to the West Coast for the final time in this set, so look for that one, and if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite moments are off this underrated yet extremely solid LP. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.